Hello, hello, I'm Bella, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. So we're going to continue on with Chapter 4 of the 2.5 Hildibrand quests. So I don't know how long this one will take, so it might be another short stream. It just really all depends. Alright, so let's come over here. And then I will need one friend to stop by, if they're available, to help me with the trial at the end. Let me just check my inventory here first. I think I'm just gonna discard this. I can't do anything with it. Sort. Let's have some food. Raptor stew? Let's have some raptor stew. Gotta remember to eat. Ellie, what you writing? 8 armed and dangerous. That's right, the Coliseum. Ellie has the latest information on the Phantom Thief's target. Bella, I was wondering when you'd show up. I've got the latest scoop on the Victor spoils that our many-faced friend has set his sights on. Have you visited the Coliseum of late? There's a tourney in the works, and it's looking to be a big one. The Mithril Cup, sponsored by none other than Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. They say that Master Fergus will be furnishing the prizes himself from his personal collection. Small wonder it's captured the attention of Mr. Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers? You are familiar with the concern, yes? It's only the largest mining interest in the Sultanate, after all. The chairman, Master Fergus, sits on the syndicate and possesses such wealth that rumor has it he could buy half the realm if he chose to. He's also renowned for being something of a martial arts enthusiast. With his position affording him little opportunity to test his own skills, he settles for living vicariously through the exploits of others. Hence his sponsorship of tournaments like the Mithril Cup. My colleague, Ganelon, is in Ul'dah covering the tourney as we speak. If we were to track him down, I bet he'd be able to give us something to get our investigation started. Let's make for Ul'dah, find Ganelon, and get this investigation started. Okay. There we go. Thank you for the grand entrance. Ganelon, what do you have to say? Yes, I'm a busy man. If you're looking for a small talk, I suggest you look elsewhere. No need to be rude, Ganelon. She's a friend of mine. Now, what say you share your latest findings with us? I promise I'll make it worth your while. Ellie. If it isn't the Mithril Eye's star reporter. Come to have a laugh at Ganelon's expense before returning to pen your latest front-page feature, eh? Oh, very well. Just promise you'll put in a good word for me with the higher-ups, okay? Now, let me tell you this. There's strange things afoot at the Coliseum. Bugger all, it's a travesty, I tell you. Who are these people? Hotch, Huey, and Hamo. Whatever is the matter? And where, pray tell, is Hutchin? The 4 of you will compete for the cup together, yes? I fear that an unfortunate mishap has left Hutchin in no condition to fight. We were just on our way to convey the dire news to Dower Meadow. They're like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Mishap my ass. This was sabotage. Some bloody coward out there will stop at nothing to eliminate his competition. I swear it on my subliger. Lower your voice, Hotch. My head stings enough without your bloody shouting. Who's this new person? It's like they all look the same, just different colors. Are they trying to be... Oh, God. What was that one cartoon? Ronin Warriors? When there was just like 4 of them? This is some Ronin Warriors. Where's your pants? Hutchin, should you not be resting your wounds? Oh, but forgive your incompetent, unworthy comrade. If I had been quicker with my mantra, we would still be 4 men strong. Do not berate yourself so, Hemo. In victory and in defeat, the Montrevilles fight as one. You bear no more responsibility for my wounds than I. Any road, I dare say I'll not be getting back into fighting Fettle by arsing about in bed. I'm ready to chant some mantras. How about the lot of you? Hutchin, for you I am always ready. Now that's what I'd like to hear. 1,000 mantras, and I want each one to ring out over the Sungoli. Oh dear. The Montrevilles? Aye, as Hutchin tells it, they took their name from a training partner they met at the Fist of Ralger, a man they most admired for his devotion and chiseled physique. Consider me not the least bit interested. This talk of attacks on the competitors, however, of this I would hear more. Ah, yes, I mentioned that strange things were afoot, yes? With mere days left before the Mithril Cup, a staggering number of would-be combatants have withdrawn, citing a host of curious ailments and injuries. With the list of entrants shrinking by the day, the organizers have been forced to abandon the elimination format in favor of a mass melee between what few battlers remain. The Phantom Thieves challenge. Gladiators dropping like fleas. No, this is no mere coincidence. I would speak to the individual in charge of the event. Where might I find him? Though the concern sponsors the attorney, the day-to-day organizational duties are being handled by a fellow by the name of Dower Meadow. He should be in his office within the Coliseum's halls. I'll send word to the gateman, Yuyubaya. He owes the Mithril Eye a favor or two. Splendid. Come, Bella. We've got a case to crack. Let's go find this Dower Meadow and see what he can tell us about the tourney. Ganelin said we could find him in his office at the Coliseum, yes? With gladiators dropping one after the next, I've had to rewrite my Mithril Cup preview 5 times in the past 2 days. Ah, make that 6. Okay, so we're going in here. Now I'm wondering, okay, those 4 guys apparently took inspiration from someone who practiced the Fist of Ralger, and, is it Hildy? I have a feeling it's Hildy that they admire, because he mentioned that in the last episode. Shouting his mantras. From the Mithril Eye, you say? Then by all means, you are free to enter. Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing. You know the deal, yes? And you must be Dower Meadow. I was hoping I could ask you a few questions about the upcoming tourney.
Who am I to argue with free publicity? And from a charming little thing like yourself. Ask away, me girl. That said, between the challenge from that so-called Phantom Thief and now these bizarre attacks targeting the fighters, our tourney's already the talk of the town. Not that you'll see me complaining, provided someone's still left to fight, that is. You're free to investigate as you wish, but you'd be smart to exercise some caution. Needless to say, recent events have everyone here a bit on edge. Why, just moments ago, one fighter almost took off another's head for insulting the color of his sublet. Looks like we've got ourselves another. These two aren't in the entry books.
What are you doing, Hildy? And our challenger unleashes a vicious right hook as the gentleman inspector was channeling his strength for his next attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Inspector Prioritian, as efficient as ever, I see.
A true gentleman. Excuse violence, Inspector. You were thinking. It annoyed me. Dower Meadow, I presume. Tell me everything you can about the prizes for this tourney, and try to be brief. Was wondering when you might ask. Master Fergus has spared no expense in making the Mithril Cup the most lucrative tourney this Coliseum's ever seen. The victor will receive a true treasure from his collection, the Warden's Grace, a ring fitted with the largest sun sphere you'll find outside a cairn. The second and third place prizes are nothing to sneeze at neither, but I don't care how many faces he's got. We've nothing to fear from this thief. The concern has hired an elite regiment of stone torches to watch over the vault day and night. Yes, just as the brass blades were so successful in stopping the thief last time. If you want your treasure safe, go fetch them and bring them to me. And be quick about it. I haven't all day. Fear I can't do that, Inspector. After all, what proof do I have that you ain't Mr. Many Faces in another of his elaborate get-ups? No, if you want to get your hands on the spoils, you'll have to claim them as any other would, in battle. As a matter of fact, what with the ranks thinned as they are, we're actively recruiting new competitors. The more the merrier, and the more lucrative that at that. Now, where did our receptionist get off to? Over here, you slimy bugger. We've got some fresh blood for the melee. Give me a moment, will ya? I've only got 8 arms. Or were they legs?
Yeah, what is this? Ew. Slobbering cephalopod? Isn't he from another Final Fantasy game?
I can't remember which one.
Ugh, look at all the legs. Ugh, and the teeth. Oh, dear. You called? I was just about to give the lovely Miss Avila the grand tour. Inspector Hildibrand, look! He's purple!
Astute as ever, Nashu. This color, this overabundance of appendages. I smell a case. Ah, that's just my receptionist, Ultros. Ultros, that's the name. Don't be startled now. He's an ugly little bugger, but he's friendly enough. Word has it he was one of many bizarre creatures born from a recent experiment with ancient incantations at the Thaumaturgist Guild. They were going to seal him away in a hole in the desert with the others when he opened his slobbering mouth and started pleading for his life. I just want to live in peace. I'll do anything, anything. So the management hired him to perform odd jobs about the Coliseum.
And am I ever glad they did. I tell you, this job ain't glamorous, but it sure has its perks. What a delicious morsel. I want to get my tentacles around her.
Ew. 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 You know where he wants to stick those tentacles. Ew. 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 I just grossed myself out. I know not what you are or where you hail from, and I do not care. If you dare challenge me, my Tempest Blade will show you no mercy. You can forget about your case, Inspector. There is only one who will claim the victor's spoils, and that is me. Oh, I just love it when she talks tough. Now, who's the chump who wanted to get a pummeling by my lovely little Avi? What? Though a gentleman takes far more pride in rescuing fair damsels than fighting them, I fear we have little recourse. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall do what must be done to... Bella Stardust will be entering the tournament on my behalf. What? Bella Stardust. You do look like a Stardust. Well, bugger me with a spear, to think I'd see the day when a warrior light stood in my Coliseum. Hear that clink, clink, clinking? That's the sound of Gil pouring into our coffers when the public finds out that a true Eorzean hero will be stepping into the ring to fight for the Mithril Cup. Oh, and I reckon your friend can tag along too. Show him where to sign, Alti. Alti. Got Hildy in the Alti. Ugh. Sounds. With Bella, I suppose we have as good a chance as any. Now we just need to make sure that she doesn't come down with some curious injury. That gladiatrix, Avila, was it? Seemed quite certain of her chances at victory. Suspiciously certain, I would say. I am already 10 steps ahead of you, Inspector. That Ultros fellow seemed most knowledgeable about Miss Avila. Come, Nashu, the investigation is afoot. As much as that sounds like an amazingly productive line of investigation, might I suggest that our first priority is to keep Bella here safe? Let us return to Ganelin and see what else he can tell us of these mysterious attacks on the combatants. Very well. I shall leave that task to you. I have a lead of my own to investigate. Should you uncover any new information, I trust you will share it with me at first opportunity. You can trust me. Okay, go back out to the front, I suppose. Who's hiding behind here? Hi, Taya! Thank you. Trying to hide from me. Actually, if you just want to follow around, I won't party up until I get to the, was it the trial? Yeah, it's a trial, I think. But yay! I love your outfit, by the way. The sword is samurai. You got a samurai today? Nice. Alright, let's go this way. I suppose that our questioning of Mr. Ultros can wait. Let us see if this Ganelin fellow can enlighten us. Look, I know you're the Warrior of Light and all, but we can't afford to take any chances. Be on your guard, Bella. You again? I've already told you that... What? Entered the tourney, you say? Are you out of your bleeding mind? Look, I've got a suspicion or two, which I'm happy to share with you. But in the end, you have to protect yourself, you hear? So I've been asking around, and it seems that more than a few of the fighters who pulled out of the tourney were scheduled to fight a warrioress by the name of Avila. Now, I can't make any promises, but my instincts tell me this girl is bad news. But don't take it from me when you can hear it from someone who crossed blades with her just days ago. fellow by the name of Raging Rat, had the misfortune of being matched up with Avila in the preliminary round and earned herself a right bruising from it all. Last I heard, he was resting up back at the Pugilists Guild. Why don't you pay him a visit?
Raging Rat. These names.
Come to have a good laugh at old Raging Rat expense, have ye? Well, you're not the first. I say, is there not a man in this entire realm with an ounce of sympathy? Greetings, good sir. How fortunate you are today that your guest is Hildibrand Manderville, gentleman inspector. Now, if you would, please enlighten me to how exactly it was that you were beaten to a bloody pulp by Miss Avila. Gentlemen, my ass, have you not a wit of decency, what did I say, delicacy? Never you mind. Look at the records may say I lost, but I'll admit to nothing of the sort. I'll shout it at the top of my lungs if no one else will. The girl doesn't fight fair. Tempest Blade, some kind of foul sorcery if you ask me. Mark my words, that girl is up to no good. If she weren't so damned easy on the eyes, she'd be rotten in gaol as we speak. The girl's Al Megan, or haven't you heard? You know how it is with those refugees. Why fight with honor when you've got nothing to lose?
Yes, and why not disparage an entire people in a pathetic attempt to salvage your sorry pride? This one's a real piece of work, Bella. Let's be on our way.
I didn't mean no offense, miss. Just telling it like it is, as it were.
Perhaps it truly is some manner of sorcery, as the fellow says. Or perhaps she works with an accomplice? She didn't strike me as the magic-wielding type. If I were a betting woman, I'd put my gill on the later.
Ah, Miss Ellie, the thrill of the chase has struck a chord with you as well. Yes, I can see it in the wrinkles beneath your eyes. Oh! That is a diss if ever. She would want to punch him in the face. We might very well make an inspectress of you yet.
I'll give you a good wrinkle, you insensitive boar. If what the man says is true, it's likely that her fellow Alamegans might sympathize with her plight. An accomplice would hardly be out of the question.
Yes, I can see it now. Two unfortunate souls, shunned by those around them, united by destiny and a common desire for justice. Ample appendages, rolling wildly, sending gusts of wind flying every which way. Avila and Ulti, a match made in the heavens. Were it any more obvious, I could have solved this case without leaving my home.
Incredible! Your powers of deduction never fail to amaze, Inspector. What is it with you two and that infernal octopus?
Mr. Aldros should still be at the Coliseum. Let us hurry before he slithers back off to whencesoever he came. They just want to poke and touch him, don't they? See if he actually is squishy and sticky. Ew. Ew. My mind is so dirty, I just had a thought. He's so sticky because he's by that pretty girl and he squirts. Oh. Oh dear. Hildy, leave the squid alone. Shh, friend, and look over yonder. Behold those exquisite legs, those stylish tentacles, the unearthly undulations of his squirmy, squishy body. Yes, our friend Ulti is a most fascinating creature indeed. No, he's not. He's gross. He wants to have slither his tentacle up that girl's skirt. Behold how he carefully eyes the gladiatrix before him. What manner of mischief is he plotting? He's nasty. He speaks. Yes, this is most suspicious indeed. Run away! Run away! Ho ho, what is this? The girl has fled in a panic. Our friend Ulti appears to be discouraged. Look at the way his shoulders sag, or how they would sag if he has shoulders. Oh no. Our quarry is on the move. Quickly, Nachu, we must pursue.
Why must we?
Okay.
Oh, see, he's a pervert. Ultros, you be a perv. Leave these pretty girls alone. Who's this guy? He's been following us around, hasn't he? Who's this?
Aha, there he is. He will not escape us so easily, Mr. Ultros.
Mr. Alti seems to have found himself another gladiatrix. What might he be plotting this time? Look at those succulent legs. I reckon they taste just wonderful in a good marinara sauce.
Oh, is that why they're, like, obsessed? They just want to make takoyaki? Takoyaki sounds delicious.
Marinara sauce. Ah, he speaks. And another girl rushes off. Whatever did he say to her? He looks so sad. Shall we douse him in lemon butter and put him out of his misery, Inspector? Whatever is he doing with these girls anyway?
Call me crazy, but I think he likes them.
Isn't it obvious? Poor Mr. Ultros didn't seem to have much luck with the ladies. Speaking only for myself, I'd love to have him for dinner. Perhaps in a nice lemon butter sauce.
What price? Victory. Hildibrand is contemplating the implications of Ultros' behavior. Or misunderstood Alti. Here we suspected him of criminal activity, when in truth he was just a gentle soul, luckless in love. Oh, Alti, can you find it in your squishy, slimy heart to forgive us?
Yes. Now, perhaps we should return to our investigation. If Avila is as suspicious as they say, perhaps we should follow her around for a bit. Dara Meadow, back at the Coliseum, should be able to enlighten us as to her whereabouts.
An excellent idea, Miss Ellie, but I have a better one. Let us return to the Coliseum and speak with Dower Meadow. From him we shall ascertain Miss Avila's whereabouts, upon which we shall follow her about to see if she is indeed as suspicious as they say. Come, Nashu, the investigation calls. Isn't that what she just said?
Don't think Uncle Alti didn't see you following me. What's the big idea, eh? I'm nothing more than a squid octopus. Or am I? Come on now, I just want what any octopus wants. A cute girl, untold riches, and the admiration of millions. Can't Uncle Alti dream? Well, kids, hate to ink and run. Then again, I am an octopus. Is he still over here? Is he still over here? I gotta check. He was around here, right? No, he's gone. Okay. Oh dear. Speak to Dower Meadow.
Yes, what is it this time? I'm a busy man. Looking for Avila, you say? She said something about sharing a flagon with her countrymen over at the Coffer and Coffin. I reckon you might still find her there. I'll warn you, though. If you're smart, you'll keep your distance from that one. That poor bugger Ganelin tried to interview her for an article. Thought the girl was going to rip his head clean off. How can I put this? She doesn't seem to take kindly to being asked questions of a personal nature, if you catch my drift. That said, if you're looking for a good sparring match to warm me up for the tourney, that might be just a ticket. I can assure that there will be no need for gratuitous fisticuffs, my good sir. With my remarkable powers of espionage, we will ascertain all the information we need without the fiery lass even being alerted to our presence. Let us be off. If you're looking for Avila, like as not, you'll find her at the Coffer and Coffin, sharing a drink with her countrymen.
Okay, best to go this way. I don't think it's the Coffer and Coffin is too far, so I'll just run there. I wonder if the trial is Ultros? Must be. They're over here.
Behold, the lovely Miss Avila, just as predicted. Let us keep watch from here, so as not to set off the girl's famed temper.
How many times must I tell you? There is no cause for concern. The spoils shall be mine. It may as well be written in stone. Do you realize what this means? We have suffered and suffered long, but my victory shall mark a new era. Just as Raban Alden won a new life for himself in the Coliseum, I shall win a new life for our people. The prize that I shall claim will bolster the wealth of our people 10,000-fold. In a land where wealth is power, we will be kicked to the gutter by the Uldans no longer, and with that, I must be off to the Nanawa mines to meet my sister.
Miss Avila's self-assurance is ever a sight to behold. I deduce that my own chances of felling her on the field of battle are infinitesimal.
I could have told you that before you signed up. Come now, we have a suspect to pursue. He's following us now. Trying to steal Alvida from Uncle Aldi's tentacles, are you? I'm afraid that isn't going to happen. Yes, Uncle Aldi's homemade explosive will see that this is the end of the road for you. Does that make me a bad octopus?
Ah, the distinctive smell of fire sand. Another one of your handcrafted explosives, I take it, Nashu.
Heavens no, Inspector. This is far too elaborate to be one of mine. Do you think whoever crafted this would be willing to give me a lesson? They're on to me. Preposterous. Could it be that Musclehead isn't as stupid as he looks?
I see. In any event, I shudder to think of what might happen if an unsuspecting passerby chanced upon such a hazardous object. Allow me. Heave ho!
You gotta be kidding me! I want to see him go kablooey. Taya, you're gone. I saw you for a brief moment by the fire. Are you playing hide and seek with me?
Where am I going?
Up there.
That maiden in mining garb must be the sister of whom Miss Avila spoke. Let us listen a bit closer. I thought we agreed. No hard labor until your leg is healed. I swear, sometimes I think you were born solely to give your poor sister headaches.
Says the girl who once fought off 10 Imperials with one good arm. Perhaps someday you'll understand that your little sister can take care of herself just as well as you. Speaking of which, what news of the tourney?
Worry not, Hegelina. I have taken all the necessary precautions. The Warden's grace is as good as ours. Even the most modest estimates value its worth at some 30 million gil. Do you realize what this means? Necklaces from Eshtam's, sunsilk dresses, all the luxuries you've ever wanted will be yours. The poor little girls in shabby clothes, objects of pity and scorn for the Aldan upper crust, those days are over. After I claim victory, we will take our rightful place at the top of society.
I don't know, Abby. Wealth is all well and good, but when I see you stand tall in the Coliseum, hundreds and thousands cheering your name, I am proud. No matter how humble our birth, if we stand strong and stand together, this alone is all the wealth I ask for.
That is your problem, Hegelina. You've always been too quick to settle for less than you're worth. But worry not, for your sister is watching over you. I will do this, for us. Now, I must return. God forbid one of those prying reporters overhears us.
That's my Avi, unfazed by a duel to the death, yet terrified to be caught in a moment of tenderness. May the gods smile on you, sister, and be safe.
Oh, here's Ultros. He's playing hide and seek. A more moving display of sisterly love I have not seen, and yet I fear it has afforded us little in the way of prospective clues.
It would seem Avila's obsession with victory runs even deeper than we imagined. That said, I can't help but feel a bond with the girl. My sister and I were alone in the world too, you see. Inspector, did you just hear what I heard? Look, kids, Uncle Aldi has had it up to here with you. Do you think you could just fall in this pit and die like a good little girl?
Oh, he's got a bump.
I'm talking to you, Mrs. Warrior of Light. Hear that sound? Just one step closer. Closer.
Oh dear.
Not you, you idiot.
No need for concern, friends. I have simply taken the liberty of investigating this hole in the ground, and am pleased to report that there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary.
Our hero. No, shall we return to Ul'dah? The Mithril Cup will be starting before long, and the last thing we want after all this is to lose our bout by forfeit.
Could it be? Did that musclehead dive straight into my trap to save his companions? The others seem completely unsurprised by this turn of events. Doubtless he has performed such selfless acts before. A true gentleman if I ever saw one. But if you think that means I'm gonna show mercy on you, you've got another thing coming. Time to break out the big guns, kids. Wait a minute. I dug 2 pits, didn't I? Come to think of it, the second one was right around... Give me a break!
Classic cartoon. Okay, we're going this way. I just absolutely love Ul'dah with the backdrop of the bright blue sky. So pretty. Whatever does he think he's found this time? Hildy, what'd you find? Yes? Is something the matter? We're on something of a tight schedule here, Inspector.
Stand back, Miss Ellie. My well-honed inspector's senses are tingling. I feel a most fearsome adversary lurking about.
Haven't noticed Ultra before? Oh, no, he's there. He's got another bump. He's speaking purple.
This time you're really up the creek without a paddle, kids. Say hello to a not-so-little friend of mine from the Coliseum. He's large, he's in charge, and most of all, he's hungry. Where in the world is he? I haven't got all day.
Godward! Gotta love him.
Oh, my chimera. Who is that half-naked fool?
Hildy's father. Is that what Hildy was sensing? His father lurking about? Father, could it be that the aura of unmitigated murderous rage that I felt was not our query, but you? Hildy, I was merely taking a stroll in search of inspiration and materials for my newest masterpiece in the making. And what brings you and your friends to these parts today? And just a bit of sleuth work, father dear. And with that, we must return to Ul'dah. If you have not heard, your son is set to compete in the Mithril Cup. Oh, moonlighting as a gladiator, are we? A fitting second career for a Manderville man, if I do say so myself. Playing wrong, that's right.
That muscle-bound old man is the inspector's father. Remind me never to go to one of their family reunions. Gah, just who is this inspector anyway?
Hildy is a worthy rival if ever there were one.
Who goes there?
It's Enkidu! Do you think it's a chicken that's talking?
No. Hildy, Bella, I have been waiting for this day.
Well, looky who we have here. You're quite the intimidating gent yourself. A friend of the inspector, mayhap.
I am Gilgamesh, wandering duelist, and I am not so much the inspector's friend as his enemy.
Oh, but you're Greg!
Well, that makes two of us. Perk up, Gulliver, because...
Gulliver? They cannot get his name right.
Well, that makes two of us. Perk up, Gulliver, because this just might be our lucky day.
Is there no one in this accursed realm who can remember my... Call me what you will, friend, but heed my words. Bella is a formidable foe.
That's sounding like high praise coming from a big fellow like yourself. To have such a powerhouse at his side as his sidekick, that inspector must be something else indeed.
I know not what brings you to do battle with those two, but I warn you, you will end up as seafood soup if you face them alone. And with that, I must be off. For reasons that I do not entirely understand, I am considered something of a fugitive in these parts.
'Cause you steal weapons.
Bella, I will not fall so easily this time.
Well, it looks like I've got my legs full. All 8 of them. But if that adventurer is too strong to take on alone, I'll just have to bring along a friend.
A subtly twisting ring calling to mind the undulations of a creature of the sea. Yes, inspiration has struck.
He's gonna cook him up, isn't he? Perfect material.
Nobody here but us octopods.
Look forward to your next life as a masterpiece, friend.
Yeah, you stand no chance. He's just bouncing. The Manderville charm.
Muscleheads, I hate them.
Okay, back to the Coliseum. Or am I? This way. In front of the Coliseum. Okay.
Good heavens, chancing upon father like that, I dare say it's taken a year off my life. Quite a crowd has assembled. It would seem the festivities are nigh about to commence. I had hoped to uncover more of Miss Avila's secrets, but no matter. What better place to continue my investigation than on the field of battle?
The trouble with truffles. Truffles. Are you gonna saute truffles with octopi?
Hildibrand appears to be in something of a hurry. Good heavens, we haven't much time before the tourney begins. We must hasten back to the Coliseum and prize ourselves on the rules of engagement. To a true gentleman, the battle is not about victory or defeat, but fighting with honor. Whatever treachery or guile my opponents may employ, I will not lower myself to their level.
Is it just me, or is Mr. Ultros a bit lumpier than he was before?
Ultros? I don't see him. Where's Ultros? Oh, he's up there.
Bumps on the head, chipped teeth. I am one shabby-looking octopus. I tell you, they don't pay me enough for this. But that's all going to change soon, isn't it, buddy? Funga.
What? Ah, Mr. Ultros. Just the octopus we were looking for. I was hoping that you might enlighten us as to... Egads, who gave you those ghastly bruises?
Bruises. I fell down the stairs, that's all. Now, get lost. I'm a busy octopus. Funga.
Ouch. You have my sympathies, good sir. It is challenge enough to coordinate your limbs, let alone 8. Is there someone inside your office?
No, whatever gave you that idea? I am simply, fumigating the place. For pests. Pests like yourself. Now, don't you have a battle to go fight? Funga!
Inspector, I think something's alive in there.
That's just me, talking to myself. Yes, funga. Gods. Yes, gods. Working as a receptionist is fun.
Battered, bruised, bested by vermin, and still able to find joy and fulfillment in your work. I say, Master Ultros, your passion for your chosen profession is truly an inspiration to us all. Bella, if you would come with me for a moment, I fear the stupidity in the air may be contagious.
I agree.
Ew.
Oh dear.
Listening to Mr. Ultros talk truly is inspiring. I say he's looking more appetizing by the minute.
She's just salivating for takoyaki. Mr. Ultros is truly a man after my own heart, a gentleman among octopods. Oh dear. Well, has your investigation borne any fruit? I see. Avila seeks to win the tourney to claim a fortune and raise her and her sister out of poverty. Furthermore, she has implied that she has taken the necessary precautions to ensure that her victory is all but certain. While trailing her, you narrowly evaded a series of dastardly obstacles, and upon your return, that strange octopus appeared considerably worse for the wear. That evidence points in one direction. The Alamegan girl and Ultros are plotting together to claim the Mithril Cup and its lucrative prize. It is not as preposterous as it sounds. I have done some research on our 8-legged friend. It would appear that Ultras has become something of a regular at old taverns and, houses of pleasure. I suspect that he is using his inside knowledge of the workings of the Coliseum to identify and eliminate potential threats, thereby ensuring victory for Avila and earning himself a healthy commission. There's also the matter of the Tempest Blade that is rumored to be the source of the Alamegan girl's strength. This remains a mystery, which means that I fear your life is still in danger, Bella. One of the guards informed me that several crates of refuse from the Coliseum reception room were hastily discarded in Pearl Lane not bells ago. It is a slab in the dark, but the contents may yet provide some answers. I would ask you to bring them to me. Loath as I am to sift through rubbish, the refuse from the Coliseum may hold the answers we seek. I would ask you to retrieve them from Pearl Lane for me.
Okay. Off to Pearl Lane. Gotta go over here. Oh, what is this? What is this green little thing? Does it have a face? It's got little eyes. Is it a Pinkman? Looks like a Pinkman. Never even played that game. Oh, hi, Taya. I see ya. Hi. Coliseum refuse. Back to Briardian.
Well, let me see what you have found.
Coliseum refuse. A large wooden box containing all sorts of detritus gathered from the Coliseum, some of it still twitching.
Now, what have we here? Yes, a spectacular assortment of innards and entrails, and what's this? A sack even more foul-smelling than the gore it was lying in, if that can be believed. And look here, something appears to be written on the side. Sintgat's Sundries. It would seem this merchant has had dealings with that squishy mass of tentacles. Let's pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us as to the exact nature of their partnership. It would appear this merchant Sintgat has had dealings with that squishy mass of tentacles. Let's pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us as to the exact nature of their partnership.
And I believe Sintgat is back over here. It's like a lot of back and forth with this chapter.
Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning lady like yourself be looking for today?
Stinking sack. Battlefields the day after slaughter smell better than the unknown contents of this bag. Ew.
I'm sorry, madam, but if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No exchanges, replacements, or refunds. I stand by the quality of my wares, and I expect my customers to do the same. Wait, now, did Ultra send you? I'll be asking the questions here. What exactly did you sell to that ungodly creature? Why, an entire sack full of gold truffles. Can you believe it? What with the impressive price in that And that, distinctive aroma. They're only for the most discerning of customers, which Mr. Ultros clearly is, as he just placed another order today. Could these truffles somehow be connected to... No, I shall stop myself before I start sounding like... Inspector Briardian, it wounds me that you would sneak off to conduct your investigation without me, and to steal away Bella here. This gentleman is not depressed.
Did you find anything, Inspector? Good gods, what is that dreadful smell?
Miss Ellie, I would have expected a cultured young woman like yourself to be more educated in the Epicurean arts. That is the most distinct and delightful aroma of the gold truffle, an acquired taste, to be sure, but one that has won the heart of many an Aldon gourmet. I particularly enjoy them slow roasted, as my dear mother makes them. Roasted, you say? Why, my mouth's watering just thinking about it. Might I be so bold as to ask the recipe?
I want to know the recipe.
It appears the productive portion of this conversation has come to an end. Besides, the tourney is about to begin. Let us make haste back to the Coliseum. Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This shall go down in Eorzean history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon. That did actually happen, yes?
In your mind, it did. The Coliseum Conundrum. Briardian has seen enough incompetence for the day.
Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Coliseum before the battles begin. Here is the plan, Bella. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat, until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities. You are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood?
Back to the Coliseum.
There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. I'd be remiss not to tell ye that there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultros has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers across town are raking in the gill, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Fergus himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for old Dower Meadow, it is. So, what say ye? Are you ready to get your ass kicked?
Ready for battle, yes.
Aye, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly.
Is there like a little solo instance beforehand? Nah! Hildy!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Amagina Sons Mineral Concern. Your concern is our concern, is about to begin. Who will stand atop the head of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Alamigo, Bella, the famed warrior of light, or who was that grinning fool again? Ah, that's right. Humberbadge, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. That's right. Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the 8-legged purple purveyor of pain?
Here I am. Did you miss me?
Aye, I say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions and let the battles begin.
All right, you know the deal. We team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive.
And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise.
Suspicious.
She's got skills.
Look at Avila's blade spin. Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed 'em tough in Amigo, that's for certain.
You stand no chance, Hildy. You are next.
Here we go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm. Literally. Nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. This fighting is giving Uncle Alti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet?
Is he gonna eat them himself?
Wait a minute. Roasted truffles?
Braised in a savory sauce, just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sackful where that came from.
That meddling musclehead.
What's taking him so damn long?
The girl's gaze gives it away. Open that gate at once.
What were they hiding?
What is that? Fun guy.
What is that monstrosity? I'm asking the same thing.
What is this? It's got two mouths. It's got one in its butt. Mr. Typhoon, is that your stomach? I hear rumbling. Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps?
What fascinating friends you have, Alti. Why, just look at this charming little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles? Oh dear. Could it be Avila's vaunted Tempest Blade? It was that monster all along. The girl played us all for fools.
Liar. Cheat. Don't look at me. It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus.
You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend.
I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle. You know, for my work and all. Come on, Dar. Has Uncle Alti ever lied to you?
What did I tell you? I knew there was something fishy about that Almegan whore. Almegans, beggars and brutes the lot of them. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sight before I get sick.
Racist much? But I just wanted to... My sister... I feel for the girl. Really, my little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Alti may be so bold, I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors. That would be me, my buddy Typhoon, and Bella here. What do you say, Mrs. Warrior of Light?
Sure. Aye, that's what we want to see. Altros, Altros, Altros. Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events, but who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue, Halatali, the fighters, the tag team of Altros and Typhoon versus the Warrior of Light. Who will be left standing when the storm has settled? Be there or miss a battle for the ages.
He got his head stuck in the ceiling? Oh dear. Hildy! Hildy! Are you okay?
He did not fight as a gentleman.
Right, he did not. Hello! Thank you for the follow. Said Vatten.
So, to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Alamigan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I've encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Bella. Let us make for Halatali.
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying the Hildibrand quests here. It's just great comic relief. Okay, so off to Halatali. Alright, let's see if we can find Taya around here. Oop, oop, oop. So I'm guessing this is the trial. Oh, there's Taya. What are you hanging from? You can hang from that? How do you do that? How do you do that? Oh, it's just an illusion. It looked like you were hanging there. Interesting. Alright, I'm just gonna invite you to party. There you go. I actually added a couple extra days, so I will be streaming about 4 days a week, 2 days for Final Fantasy XIV and 2 days for Guild Wars 2. So but I'll be like rotating days each week, so it's a good thing that you're following, so just have your notifications on to be able to know when I go live. So it's usually the same time, around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. I suppose if anyone can defeat those fiends, it's you. Be safe, Bella. There's no telling what inane trickery that octopus will attempt next. Be on your guard, Bella. Has this guy always been here? Must. Okay. Well, this tourney's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble, I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee. It looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as we're bringing in the spectators and the profits, I could give a gnat's ass. Gahaha. Now, I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, eh? The dragon's neck. Okay. So we're doing the dragon's neck duty. And duty finder. Let me just make sure I am in an unregistered party. Confirm. Alright, what was it? This one. Ah, the dragon's neck. Let's see. It's a frenetic free-for-all as the Mithril Cup moves to Halatali for the climactic confrontation. Rain will lash and winds will bluster in this perfect storm of a battle. When the tempest subsides, who will rise above the chaos to lay claim to the victor's spoils? Will it be the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea and champion of her people, or the dastardly duo of Ultros and Typhoon? All will be answered in Halatali atop the dragon's neck. Alright. You ready? You ready, Taya? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. The dragon's neck. Join. Yeah, go get some rest. Sleep it off. Drink plenty of water. Thanks for stopping by. Seafood soup. Oh, the classic music. Is Ultros from Final Fantasy VI? I think I saw a playthrough of that a long time ago. Alright. Go. Take care of him. I'll do what I can. Yay! Thwarted again. I feel like such a sucker. Ah, he's cooked. Literally cooked. And Bella claims the Mithril Cup. Poor Alti. Hi, Nebby. Yay! What do we get for loot? Ah! It's a little wind-up Ultros. I'll read it when we get out. Yay! Thank you for the help. Alright, let me see. Ultros. Wind up Ultros. A fraction of the size, yet every bit as annoying as the real thing. Be forewarned, once Ultros shows up, he's liable to stick around. I have to see what this looks like. Minion. Wind up Ultros. One can only imagine the time and effort Master Goldsmith Godbert put into the creation of this lifelike creation of a lecherous purple octopus. Oh my god. Summon. What is it? Oh, look at the eyes. Why? How do you follow? No! His little tentacles are coming at me. And it's got a squishy sound. Ew. Can I squish you? Just want to squish you. No, okay, alright. I tried it. I don't want it. I don't. Give me back my fat cat. Is it feed me? No. I forgot. I forgot how to feed. Oh, no, wait. It's hand over. Hand over. Feed the fat cat. Yes. Give you lots of loves. Alright. You did it, Bella. With any luck, we've seen the last of that lecherous devilfish. Good show, Bella. Your performance has earned us front row seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Coliseum. Okay, back to the Coliseum. Ooh, look at that glittery weapon. Fancy. Just lovely. Is this one dressed as an elf? I love that. Oh, cute. Cute for the holidays. Are you doing better, Hildy? A most remarkable display of martial skill, my venturing friend. Clearly you have been observing me well in our travels together. Right. It's from observing you that I'm so good. The ceremony will begin any moment now. Be on your guard. Our adversary may be anywhere, or anyone. And of course, Hildy will take all the credit. It was a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now, let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won. Ah, you're still alive. Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Fergus himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Gahaha. Above you. Ladies and gentlemen, specters and invertebrates, the opening act dragged on overlong, but worry not, the main event is about to begin. A many-faced person? Who is it? Get out of here! I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now, invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Ah, so pretty. Don't be distracted by the pretty flashes. Vile fiend, mark my words, you have stolen your last treasure. I swear it on the Mandeville name. Wrong time, my dude. I think not, Hildibrand. Well, since you get my name wrong, I'll get your name wrong. Greg, 'tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired.
The crowd laughs. So classic sitcom. Bella, you bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear. Do you not mean your skewer? Skewer of truffles? My spear. And the chicken goes for it. That's what he was doing. I love the sitcom laughs. Wild thief, is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once. Oh ho, seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only. Oh, this must smell horrible.
Now it's raining truffles, but the battle's already... Mr. Typhoon, just a moment. I'm sure I had a tissue here somewhere.
Oh no! Who could have foresaw this? Am I being blown back? That sneeze is so strong. Alas and alack, the ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend. Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a Mandeville man. Godbert! Does he want to fight his son? That'd be hilarious! Please fight your son in the Coliseum! Like, throw me up there. Oh, but of course, brilliant father. If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring. Why, it'll be just like Dalamud. Dear God. Will he remember it? Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Mandeville. Skyward, as only a Mandeville can. Oh my God. Legit Superman. You missed it. Oh, father, you know you're not your own strength. Ah. Well, it might be a long time before he comes down. Oh dear. Oh yeah, these guys. Where were these guys? 997, 998. 999. Like a rocket, blasting off again. Ah, ooh. And the chicken is there still. Ah, why is the chicken there? They're gonna praise him again. Look at those cracks. What? These legs, they look strangely familiar. The chicken. Huh, put a little too much spin on that one, it seems. Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing, the ring is a fake. But no matter, I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Till next time, friends, you have been a most attentive audience. That key, but bloody hells. Guards, seize the fiend at once. Only one was down for the count. She's just so excited. It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry, it's gone.
Second prize? What is the meaning of this?
Many-faced, fiend or no, the man spoke true. A master goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica. How dare you lie to the people? Preposterous. It's just, the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here. You lying cheat. Giving off replicas as awards. Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily. Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain.
There you are, Hildy. I sold out my honor, joined forces with that odious octopus, all for a false treasure. What a fool I have been. Whatever was I thinking?
Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said, was it not? You were thinking of dear Hegelina, and nothing more.
I suppose I was at that. How do you know my sister's name?
I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tail you to the Nanawa mines to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister.
You just sold yourself out, dude. You have the fright of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not easily be regained, but I will not shirk from the challenge.
One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly the second prize, this Ring of Inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen, a pattern that betrays his true intentions. The treaty blade, Azima's virtue, the ring of inquiry, all relics with quite a history, or, to be more precise, relics from the era of the Belladians. Oh, if that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found Eorzea's greatest museum of Belladian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards will appear on the scene to tell us just as much. Are you that stupid? He is that stupid. A museum? Really, Hildy? But the card is here. It's like he thinks he's right. Oh, that is one huge card. Damn, Godfrey. I already didn't get out of the way. He's just smiling. That's just so cute. Serves you right. I have enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So, this is the thief's final challenge to us. But what are these 4 treasures of which he speaks? It's like, could someone help me, please? Where the 4 treasures of Belladia become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of the sun. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that, and yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words. 4 sacred relics from Belladia, the Warden's justice, lofty words coming from a glorified footpad. One who's winning over the common folk by the day, if rumors are to be believed. It would seem the tales of a master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets thus far: an Eldon collector and her hired thugs, a trading mogul and the brass blades, and now a mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Eldons would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims? Astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our query clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself? Ha, and then it will be to his downfall, for the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Ahem, just one moment, if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces, there is but one man who shall lay claim to the 4 lost relics of Belladia, and it shall be Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Keep on being delusional.
Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence.
It's like, who is he really? Is that? No, it couldn't be. Huh, methinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles.
Does he know who it is?
It's a race to recover the 4 lost relics of Eladio. As the fiend's true identity and aspirations are revealed, will Eorzea fall prey to the forces of evil? Or will our hero do what only a Manival can? Her last vow. So it's gotta be grand, since it's the last chapter for the 2.5.
The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually looked like? I have. And now, how did the chicken... And how did they freeze it in midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh well, see you next time.
It's great. I love it. I love it so much.
Alright, that is a good place to end for today. Thanks for helping me with the trial there with Ultros and Typhoon. Alright. Terrifying. Alright, well, there you have it for the end of Chapter 4. I'm just absolutely loving this so far and can't wait for the finale. And then next time, yes, it'll go out with a bang, I'm sure. Yes, we have to. We have to have the explosives, right? Okay, so if you're following over on YouTube, make sure you give a like and a follow, and I will see you next time.